First, let me thank Legislator Joe Steckler for placing my name in nomination. I won't tell you how far back Joe and I go, but I will tell you that we've been through many battles together, standing side by side as Democrats. I also want to thank Nick Warner, the younger breed of Democrats in the room. I look at Nick and I sometimes think I have socks that are older than him. But I realize the energy and the power that is rising right before our eyes. This is the new face of the Democratic Party. Thank you, Nick. It's great to be here tonight, sharing the opportunity with you to define the future of both county government and our Ulster County Democratic Party. It's a great time to be a Democrat in Ulster County. Things are good. We have an outstanding candidate for county executive. We have two lifelong Democrats vying for the Comptroller's position. We have a Democratic majority in the legislature and a new charter ensuring better government and better leadership. But I have to share this with you also. It's a great time to be Elliott Auerbach. Things are good. My daughter Kim returned home last night from the Middle East. My son Corey and his fiancée Meg announced their engagement yesterday. And my oldest son Evan turns 30 today. Happy birthday, Evan. You know, these past few weeks I've traveled the county meeting hundreds of Democrats in the barns, in the back rooms, in the basements, and in the bistros of places like Kingston and Gardner, Saugerties and Plattekill, Esopus and Hurley, New Paltz and Lloyd. I've gone from Olive to Ulster, from Woodstock to Wawarsing, from Marlborough to Marbletown, from Rosendale to Rochester, Shondam to Shandaken, and the frontiers of Denning and Hardenburg. Wow, what a county. You know, I gotta tell you this. I need to thank all of you for opening your doors, opening your hearts, and most importantly, opening your minds as we met all across Ulster. During that time, I shared with you that I'm not to get a job, but to do a job. I bring strength as the party's nominee with the ability to take on the Millionaire Boys Club on the Republican ticket. You know, I'm not just a friend to the working person and their family. I am part of it. I explained to you during the course of my visits with all of you that my 30 years of hands-on management in the public and private sector uniquely qualifies me for the job of the county's first Comptroller. What sets me apart is that I will bring a fresh perspective rather than more politics as usual. I told you that I'll be the Comptroller who will be the people's independent watchdog, preventing waste, monitoring fraud and the abuse of the taxpayer's dollar, and vigorously examining the operation of the county's departments, offices, and functions. My bosses will be you, the people of Ulster County, not county government insiders. You know, some of you have heard my story. I'm Ulster County born and bred, and have been engaged in public service and democratic politics for nearly 4 decades. Why, it was almost 40 years ago that I launched my political career as a high school student council president with one of the corniest campaign slogans ever to be used. It went like this: "It's not my back, it's not your back, it's our back." I promise not to dust it off and use it again in this election. But tonight, I'd like to speak to you less about me and more about us as Ulster County Democrats. Tonight, let us not define ourselves by what we did, but rather by what we will do in the November elections and in January of 2009, when the county charter establishes a new form of government. Let's show the people of Ulster County that we will continue to reform our government by keeping close tabs on spending and preventing the benign neglect that prevailed for the 30 years when the other side of the majority was the Republicans. We've made great headway. Let's make sure our momentum keeps going by allowing me to be the energy driving a huge Democratic victory. As far as I'm concerned, the campaign for the general election begins tomorrow. In closing, I'd just like to share one more thing with you, and I hope it sticks with you. It's not my back. It's not your back. It's our back. Thank you.
All right, where's Vic work? Vic is going to be our policeman to monitor this area.